Hello and welcome to today's League of Legends sneak peek for June 30th, where we cover the series of games that are going to take place in the four major regions tomorrow. As far as the slate of games, we have two in the LPL and two in the LCK. Not really all that competitive, these series on paper. I'm not, too, well, I guess competitive isn't the right word. I would say they're not that interesting. So, Series 1, we have BLG and IG. By the way, comment down below with your predictions. If you'll notice, the pinned comment are the standings as it stands right now. Wolilo actually predicted KDF over T1 yesterday for this morning, which was something. But nevertheless, BLG versus IG, both teams 1 and 4. Two teams that are definitely, better than 1 and 4 on paper. But for different reasons, IG is a very young team. You expect to get better over time. Where BLG is an experienced team with very good players on it that simply are not getting the job done. BLG lost to EDG 2-0 in the last time they hit the Rift. IG lost to Anyone's Legend 2-1. The last time these two teams played was Week 5, Day 4. IG coming out ahead 2-1. Yukai going 14-9 and 30 in that 3-game series. As far as I'm concerned, BLG Bin needs to get it going. Bin is the best player on the team. I'm on the record of saying I think he's the best top laner in the world. When he is on, he is the best top laner in the world. I said it all throughout spring. I'm going to keep saying it now. And Zika, if Zika can get Bin off his game, then I think BLG is going to continue to lose. Like FPX yesterday, this is make or break for both teams, but BLG especially. Otherwise, I imagine heads will roll this upcoming offseason. RNG versus OMG. RNG coming off of a 2-1 loss to Victory 5. OMG beat LGD 2-0. So, RNG have only played 3 series. OMG have played 5. Last time they played was the final series of the spring split, where RNG really didn't have anything to play for, if I recall correctly. Neither team did. RNG coming out 2-1, Xiaohu 15-5 and 21 in that series. I think it comes down to Xiaohu versus Cream. Can Cream keep Xiaohu under control or not? I would go with the latter. I don't think he will, but it remains to be seen. I'm expecting a 2-0, to be honest with you. I don't see a way that OMG is going to beat RNG. Each role, RNG are just better. LCK, Fred Brion, and HLE. Both teams 0-4 going into this. Once again, same as BLG and IG. This is make or break for these two. If Fred Brion wants to get a chance at the playoffs, they need a win. Bad. HLE, young team, needs to get better week by week. They're coming off of a 2-1 loss to Nongshim Red Force, and Fred Brion are coming off of a 2-0 loss to gen.g. The last time they played was Week 7, Day 1. Fred Brion winning 2-1. Henna was 10-5 and 12. As far as I'm concerned, this comes down between the junglers, Umpty and Onfleek. If Umpty doesn't play, Raptor is playing. I'm still interested in how that matchup goes, honestly. We're winging it. We haven't done this for this series yet. Winging it for this part, and then I'm going to pause it in a second and correct something. But Umpty or Raptor, it doesn't matter. If it's Umpty and Onfleek, which veteran is going to get their team going? And as far as I'm concerned, if it's Raptor, is Onfleek going to take Raptor and put him in a hole early on in the matchup with his experience? Or is Raptor going to take it by storm and make things happen? That's what's going to come down to. Because, as far as I'm concerned, the solo laners are not doing it for me. Nobody is doing it for me on these two teams. I give HLE credit. They pulled out the Amumu twice, and you gotta respect that. But Fred and Brion just play a slow, boring style. I say it every time I see the team's name and I see them play. It's the worst. Literally, they play the worst kind of League of Legends from a viewer's perspective. Not necessarily macro, micro decisions, but from a view, do I enjoy watching this? Fred and Brian play the worst style of League of Legends. I really don't enjoy watching them. I think it is just a such a slow style. But that's enough of my ranting. Now one moment. Sorry about that. I realized I didn't need to write anything down at all. I don't know why I felt that I needed to find what I already have here. So, Nongshim versus Gen.g. Gen.g fourth in my power rankings. Tomorrow my power rankings come out, by the way. If you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe. I do my top 25 every Thursday. Red Forest coming off of that 2-1 win to HLE, like we said. Gen.g coming off of the Fred Brian 2-0. Last time I played was week 6, day 3. Gen.g coming out ahead 2-0. Doran was 10-0-7 in that matchup. And as far as I'm concerned, it's Kana versus Doran again. I think Chovy's just going to gap BDD. So it's really a matter of, do we think this Kana-Doran matchup's going to be the most interesting one? I mean, I think that Ghost versus Ruler has an interesting appeal to it, but there's just such a big support gap between Effort and Lahens that really I think Kana versus Doran will be close in top lane. I'm interested to see how they may affect the Rift. I feel like Nongshim, if things are going well for them, Kana is definitely a part of it, where Doran is kind of just like the 5th most important player on Gen.g. So, that's the deal. These 4 series really aren't all that inspiring, but nevertheless, predict down below who you think is going to win. How do you think these series are going to do? How do you think these series are going to go? Thank you for watching, and I hope you come back for more content.